Also, I'm going to start recording. Hello, YouTube. I don't think this would work for loadout reviews. There's probably a way to do it, but I'm not entirely sure. Neato. Anyway, first up, we have the Pyromaniacs, which just appeared to be boots. Is it part of a larger set? Not paintable. Good. I think I prefer that. Sure. They seem fine. They're a little... I mean, the idea is to make them match his gloves, which, it doesn't look too bad. You know, and they had to model over the existing geometry, and Pyro's feet are already kind of flat, so they don't look too weird. That's not bad. I think it's okay. They're not very offensive. I think these are fine. I think they're okay. Some people told me that there are big workshop groups hacking Steam accounts to mass share their items on the workshop. Do I know anything about that? I've never heard about this before. The most I've heard is that workshoppers tend to bot their items to give them shitloads of upvotes or to downvote other items. So that's the most I've heard. I've not heard about mass sharing their items. Yeah, these are pretty good. I don't think they're amazing, but, you know, I would say people are saying, you know, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I'd say, you know, we'll say 7. They DMCA random people too. So the DMCA thing is usually done by a small handful of people that go out of their way to try and DMCA other creators that they don't like because they either view them as competition or they just have a hard-on for them. That happens all the time especially in the Emporium scene. There's a small handful of very, very special individuals that do that. And it's pretty fucked up because what happens is when you DMCA somebody, in order to remove the DMCA, you basically have to dox yourself by putting your full name and your information in there in order for the DMCA to be lifted. So what they do is they leverage the creator by basically saying, hey, you have to give me your personal information if you want me to remove this DMCA claim. And so it's like, here, dox yourself to me, and then I can hang that over your head in order for me to remove this. And that shit happens all the time. It happens all the time on the workshop scene. It's fucking insane. It's a method they use to attack other creators. And basically soft lock their item from being seen by Valve because they can just not touch it and not give them the information, but the DMCA never goes away. It's nuts. Anyway, moving on. So look, check it out. We just go to the next one. It just loads the next one. Isn't that fucking cool? All right, we have the Dapper Doctor. So this is a full set here. So it's hat, mustache, pipe combo. The hat isn't too bad. The hat is decent. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Go back. The hat is decent. I'm okay with this. The modeling on the beard and the mustache leaves a little bit of something to be desired. We already have a different pipe cosmetic that looks a bit nicer. The hair in the back is okay. I don't know. It's serviceable. I just don't like the facial hair. The facial hair looks a little bit strange. And then let's go to the shirt. Alpine Practitioner. The shirt's pretty clean. I would have liked it without the scarf, honestly. I think if you removed the scarf, this would have been a really nice cosmetic on its own. The scarf is okay, but I don't think you need it. I understand it's meant to be tied to the hat, and thankfully the paint region is just the undershirt. So, I mean, the scarf's okay. I don't hate it. I just think it would look better without it. Is this meant to reference the dentist character from Django? Is that what this is? If it is, it gets close. It fits okay. Medic always gets the best. Why? I don't know. I think just Medic is already like one of the more aesthetically pleasing classes, so it's pretty easy to model things for him. Yeah, if there was a style with no scarf, I think I'd be way more enthused about using this. But it seems fine, you know, well modeled, you know, decent paint regions. It's good. It's like, you know, we'll say like 7.5 out of 10 on this one. It's not bad. I would not mind seeing this in game. Next we have the knickers. This was in 2016, no less, so it's not that old. Oh, it's horrible. I love that it's just the default pose in whatever 3D program. Knickers. You've never heard this term before? It's a term for underwear. Yeah, it's this, and you can... This is horrible. Oh my god. I just like how they just drew over the Pyro's existing model. There's not even... It's just a thin texture. That's insane. Oh, God. Well, there's not much else to say on that one. Rugged Revolutionary. Okay, so beret, mustache, beard combo for heavy. I like the hat. Let's see what is there a full set for this? Revved Rebel. We'll look at the full set. We'll start with we'll just go back to the hat. I love the style with no beard. The modeling on this one kind of looks like toothpaste. I love the beret on its own. The beret is really clean. Thank you for having a no beard style. I like that a lot. The beard, we have better goatee or better, you know, full beard better full beard cosmetics for heavy, so I just use one of those with this, assuming it's compatible for your loadouts. But the beret is decent. I like it. What about the shirt? Let's just check out the shirt. The Tacticoat. It's okay. I typically don't like cosmetics that add a large coattail that drapes down to their knees. I just think that looks really weird in Team Fortress 2. If they had just cut it short and then gave him the tucked in shirt, I think that would have been fine, but the long drapey coats don't really look that good on anything other than medic. And very rarely like a piece of drapey cloth like a cape or something. Very rarely is it executed well. This is fine. I think it's okay. I'm not really big on it. And also heavy without his bullet belt looks weird. That's something else too. I'm like, what's missing here? Oh yeah, his bullets are gone. Heavy without his bullet belt is like Spy without his balaclava. It just looks strange. So I really, really like the beret. If they add the beret, that's pretty fucking slick, but I'm not a big fan of the coat. The coat is serviceable, it's passable, but I'm really not wild about cosmetics that remove his bullet belt. And also the extended coattail, I just think always looks kind of weird in TF2. It's just, it's eh. The beret is like an 8 or a 9. I love the beret. It's simple, it's got a nice camo texture on it, decent, looks good. The facial hair, just take it or leave it, whatever. But the shirt is like a 5 or 6 for me. Gnarliest garb. Ah, yes, the Gooner bait item again that I've seen a million times. That was deliberately made to make Scout look gay. You can go check out the Twitter conversations around that one. I understand this reference. I'm just like, it's so funny that I've seen so many people make loadouts. You know, make Jamie loadouts from fucking Mythbusters. I've seen so many, and here's the actual cosmetic for it. Discount Mythbusters. I wonder if they would be upset about their likenesses being put in Team Fortress 2. That's actually something that I don't know if I'm fully comfortable with. Referencing a real human being in Team Fortress 2, I don't think that's a good idea. If this was a fictional character, then sure, I think that's okay. But since it's referencing Jamie from Mythbusters, who's a real human being and not a fictional character, I kind of think that breaks a barrier of appropriateness. I know that I wouldn't exactly be comfortable if my likeness was being put in a video game for whatever reason. You know, like, alone as a cosmetic, if this wasn't referencing a real human being, then yeah, it's fine. It's a beret and decent goatee. I think it looks fine as an item. My only hang-up, again, referencing real-life people in a video game, I just don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. No, I know they did that with Ricardo. I mean, yeah, you know, the Ricardo meme. It's kind of a shame, you know, because, like, the image of him is a meme, but it's also a real dude, and him being put in the game, and you know, if you've seen his comments on all that shit, you know that he would not appreciate that, so... I would say historical figures are okay, because they're long since dead, and... you know, they're not really offending a real-life person. I don't know what the exact, like, how long does someone need to be dead for before you can put them in Team Fortress 2, you know? I don't have an exact answer for that. I just know that if they're alive, it's probably not a good idea. That's just me. But the cosmetic itself is, it's serviceable. It's cute. It's a nice nod to a much beloved show from a long bygone era of good television, because Lord knows we don't have good television anymore. So, what do we got next? Villain Varnish. Here we go, we got a skin. So we have like a nice marble texture. Okay. Alright, another, you know, vanilla-ish colored, silver-colored marble texture. It looks kind of metallic-y silver, not so much on the yellow marble, so it's pretty clean. I like the leather the most. I think you know what you could do with this one if you want to do something a bit simpler. I think you could just do a brushed steel with leather handles. I think that would look really clean too. I like the marble, don't get me wrong. This is a really nice skin. But I think we're seeing so many marble skins on the workshop now because so many people are trying to grasp at the previous Gentleman's Collection, which I fucking love, don't get me wrong. If it takes spamming a million of these in order to get Valve's attention so we can get more skins like this in the game, sure, you know, keep doing it until the cows come home. But, I don't know, I've seen so many variants of skins like these, man, where I'm like, I don't know. Ooh. What else we got? It's good. It's a good skin. I like it. No war paints these updates. We simply don't know about whether or not Valve's going to add a war paint case or not. No idea. It seems random as to what they're going to do, as to when they add them. They usually add one each year. We didn't get one for summer or Halloween, so we might get one for Christmas. We'll see. I don't know. But, I don't know. We'll find out. This one's good, though. I like it. Wouldn't mind seeing this in game. It's clean, it's slick, looks good on various weapon models. I think this would be fine to have in the game. It wears down decently well. I like the leather grips the most in the black and the brass elements. I think this being a brushed metal texture would have been a lot better than marble, but it still looks really good, so I'd say like a 7. Say a 7 out of 10. Next, fresh stock. Stock with a little extra flavor. Okay. This was like it was made. I don't think I had seen this one before. So they just slightly, okay, they changed a few colors and then freshened up a few of the other textures. Added albedo wear. That's interesting. So it just looks like it's been worn, but not scratched and scuffed and mixing like huge chunks of paint. That's actually not bad. It just looks like it's been rubbed down a lot because it's been held a lot. That's kind of cool. I like it. It's a nice subtle thing. Why would I use that? If you want a more subtle skin in the game, looks like we have team-colored variants on various weapons. They made some things team-colored. Or wait, no, is this a gradient? This might be a gradient thing. Ah, yeah, it is. So it is a gradient, so well, I think this is cool, the random nature of it. It is team-colored, though. I think it's fine. They kept the colors in line with what you would expect in the TF2 color palette, so I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is neat. Decent variety without getting too gaudy and in your face. I really, really love the way it wears. I really, really love the way it wears. Because it just looks, you know, a little bit scuffed and not having huge chunks of paint missing. It's cool. I like it. I'd say this is like a 9 out of 10. I'd say a 9 out of 10. Unusual stock weapons, that's for, I mean, sure, yeah, if you wanted, that wouldn't be bad either, I suppose. It's cool. I would use this. They got like a cool gradient on it. Nightmare vision goggles, I have seen these before. Note to myself, don't post a Steam link with concept art next time, the bot didn't like it. Yeah, there may have been more refusals than expected with the bot. I'd have to go back and look to see what it did not allow to get passed through. But, yeah. Most things got through. Anyway, I've seen these before, I think, if memory serves. I just don't like the idea of additional animated textures on the mercenaries. I don't like anything. The concept of animated textures in TF2 is just not a good idea. I'm not a fan of it. I think the goggles themselves are cool, and if it was just like a flat texture that wasn't glowing, I think that would be okay. But I don't like the fact that they glow, and I dislike the extra fact that they move. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not a fan. That's just me. Even though it's a small animated texture, I'm not crazy about it. Is there a way to see the Steam ID of these items so we can easily go to them to like and dislike them? I mean, I can just open it on Steam like this. I mean, if I find something that's worth y'all going to support. Oh yeah, see, I already saw this and I said no. So, there you go. Yeah, if something's worth sharing, I'll pop open the link and I'll send it. Neat. Yeah, I'm sure, yeah, of course, these aren't offensive. I just don't like the idea of additional animated textures in the game. I don't think that's appropriate. The warm sweats. When was this made? 2014. God damn, this is ancient. This is fucking old. Hold on, I gotta pop this one open on Steam, man. I should probably do this. The images are higher quality when I open them on Steam. This is cute for an old item. It's a, it's not the most well-baked item, but it's a nice sweater for Spy. You can tell the modeling work leaves a little bit of something to be desired, but I commend the guy for doing it. Is it part of a full set? It is. This is ancient. This is an ancient set for Spy. Here we go. What are these pants? Wow, a pair of pants for Spy that model over his existing geometry that don't look fucking terrible. Yeah, it's like a tracksuit for Spy. I'm genuinely shocked that this full remodel of the Spy, effectively, because you're having to model over his existing geometry, that this was achieved in 2014, comparing it to more modern items we have in the game now that try to do this and look far more worse in terms of like the grotesque, like the grotesque anatomy and the weird chunky modeling and shit like that. But yeah, that goes to show that I think the lack of attentiveness to these things has significantly dwindled over the years. This is obviously old. It needs more time in the oven. I don't think it's appropriate for the game as is, but I commend the fact that this guy did a really good job all those years ago. Yeah. It's been over a decade since this was made. That's fucking insane. Next, off the books operative. Let's open this on Steam. Off the books operative. This one keeps the bullet belt, which I can appreciate. I can dig that. Ooh, when was this made? This was made this month. War Dog. Why is it so tall? Why does it... Did he like have a helmet on underneath this? You see that, right? It looks like they added an extra 1/3 of his head above. It's like is it a helmet or a do-rag? Or is it like a do-rag on a helmet? I guess it is a helmet. I see straps here. So I guess it's meant to be a helmet. But it doesn't look like a helmet right away. It looks like a do-rag. Yeah, this gives off a do-rag appearance and not a helmet. It's a really bizarre combination. I think you could have done with just a team-colored helmet and not put a bandana over it. That looks really bizarre. I'm not a fan of this at all. A helmet and goggles would be fine for heavy, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like the do-rag-esque nature to it. Yeah, and the they did a paint over thumbnail so it looks cleaner and nicer. It's ultimately false advertising, which I hate when people do this, because this is not what it looks like in game at all. The shirt is fine. We have another vest that's very similar to this that came in 2017, if memory serves, during the Jungle Inferno update. Of course, I don't remember the name of it, but we have other coats that look very similar to this. I like that they kept the bullet belt. I appreciate that. It's not bad. I like the vest just fine. I think this is okay. I think this is like a 6.5. This is serviceable. I just don't like the weird helmet. The weird helmet is strange. I just don't. Why'd you make it look like a do-rag combined with the helmet? It doesn't. You did not succeed. You did not succeed on this one, so I can't say I'm okay with this one. This has to be a reference to something. I don't know what the reference is, but this is guaranteed a reference to something. I have no idea, though. What is this referencing? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? I've not seen the movie, so I got no idea. I'm not a fan of it. It looks bizarre. It's like it's the wrong type of cartoony that is a weird misfit for Team Fortress 2. It's just, it doesn't look very good. It's like taking fucking Popeye's arms and slapping them on the Scout or something. It's just, it looks strange. Yeah, I'm also very exhausted on references, and sometimes references can work and they're tonally appropriate for the game, but just like, whoa, it's a reference to something that's completely unrelated to Team Fortress 2, both in tone and in well, tone mostly. So I'm not a fan of these. I vote no thanks, and it just looks weird. It looks like he's got like 2 giant caterpillar turds on his face. I'm not big on it. Critical fail. I have seen this one before. Very nice taunt. Just a, you know, epic facepalm. Actually, just get me to the demonstration. Yeah, this one is very good, well animated, simple, it's short. It's not a vehicle taunt, it's not a wacky looping taunt. They're not manifesting something out of a fucking pocket dimension to play with it. It's just them doing something that makes a little bit of sense. And it's actually a taunt. Like, wow, you fucked up. What the fuck were you thinking? Oh, it's embarrassing. I like this. Can we have this in game, please? I like this, please. This is actually a good taunt. We have way too many all-class taunts, IMO. I would prefer a better all-class taunt than another garbage taunt that no one wants. Well, people still buy it, but I'd rather not have any more garbage taunts that are not taunts. So yeah, I will drop the link to this one. I think I've sent it before, but this is a good one. Give it a little bit of give it a boost. I think it needs more love. Buzzkill. I've not seen this one before. Here we go. So I guess this is a play on the Killer Bee scattergun that we have in the game already, which works. They simplified it. The sticker doesn't quite fit very well. Is this just a scattergun or is it a full war paint? Yeah, it's a full war paint. So it does play on the Killer Bee skin. The primary textures are really good. I think you nailed the colors. You know, people are probably tired of striped war paints, but I think this one's, you know, a cut above the rest. The only thing that's bugging me is the sticker. It doesn't have the right amount of pop. It's a shame that it's placed on the stripe texture and not a solid texture where you could have strong, like if you could manage to get, if you had rearranged the textures in such a way to where you could have the sticker be on the solid black or the solid gold, that would be the perfect amount of contrast it needs to make it pop more and have it be more visible. But when you have it on the stripe texture, you have 5 different colors clashing in a really small area, and it makes it not very easy to see and almost hard to look at. Because again, 5 colors in a small area on a small dot just is not very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It's the only gripe I have with this, but the rest of the textures are all very well made. And it's a very solid skin. And even if they added this as is, I think it'd be fine. I just think the sticker's execution is very poor. Maybe you could have used a different war paint base, or maybe you could have gone the extra mile and did some custom coding. It does reduce your chances of getting an item in the game, but I'm tired of saying Valve won't add them. If we bitch at them enough, then maybe they will. So you can keep this version as is, but I think maybe revisit it and try some custom coding to see if you can like put the sticker on other parts of the weapon model that aren't striped. Because it's the only thing that bugs me. Everything else about this is fine. And again, even if they added this as is, I would say it's like a 7.5. 7.5 out of 10 war paint. It's good. It's good. But it could be better. It could be better. The icebreaker. Okay, this is clean. This is clean. Okay, we got like a full body. We have full body pose here. We'll go with these. It's like a vest. It's a winter vest he puts over his coat. I can dig this. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is tonally appropriate to TF2, ironically. It's just rated PG, unlike TF2, which is rated M. Characters act alike TF2 comics. Well, the comics are not reflective of the game's tone at all. They're, in my mind, completely different pieces of media. And if you just replaced all of the characters in the TF2 comics with something else completely generic, the story and the tone would be exactly the same. That's a sign that there's a mismatch, where you could just take the characters out of the TF2 comic, replace them with some other generic shit, and the story and the feel would be exactly the same. But this vest is not bad. It got like the double collar thing, which I guess is kind of unavoidable. It's fine. The modeling is decent. I think it looks decent. It's not bad. It's just okay. It's just okay. Yeah, I don't think the movie would... I've not seen the movie, so I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's okay. They made zippers that don't look chunky. I gotta commend them for that. Because every time I see someone make zippers, they make the zipper puller like the size of a finger. So thank you for not doing that. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll say a 6. I'll say a 6 or a 6.5. It's not great. Not great, not terrible. It's fine. It's serviceable. This is just another warp. Have I seen this one? I may have before. I've not. Okay, so another gold and black striped war paint, except the sticker on this one, at least, seems to appear on some weapon models on a solid texture, which helps its visibility markedly. So like here on the Medigun, it pops up on the black part of the Medigun so you can actually see it better. Here it kind of blends into the stripe texture. I like the added details where you added some extra bits of built-in wear onto the stripe texture. I think that gives the skin a nice bit of character. I do think it leans... It's like you couldn't decide if you wanted to do yellow or gold, and so you went somewhere in the middle, and I think that detracts from it. I think you should have gone full yellow or full gold, like a darker gold, maybe even a bit more brassy, you know, kind of wash more of that yellow out of it. I think you could have gone harder in either direction because you came into this middle ground where it kind of looks like mustard, and it doesn't look that good. Just the color, the texture is fine, the texture work is great, but I think if you just adjust, if you desaturate the gold a little bit, then I think it'd be like perfect in terms of like what the stripe texture could be. The sticker's okay. I don't really think you need the sticker, in my opinion. I don't think you need it. Or you could do something different where instead of like the circle with the logo, you could just have the emblem. Maybe have it be a different color so it contrasts with both the black and the gold / yellow. Maybe. I'm just not a fan of the sticker. I don't like the drawing, and I think it doesn't pop enough. And it blends in with the stripe texture. But this is also another one of those war paints where if they added it as is, I think I'd be totally okay with it. I'd be totally okay with it. It's good, but it could be better. Another example of something that's good, but could be better. Almost there. No, I did not make the bingo card yet. The bingo card comes at the end of the stream. We're going to do this for a couple of hours, and then we're going to do the bingo card. Yacht Party. I think I've seen this. Steam will tell me if I've seen this. This is fairly old, so I guess I have not seen this. I know I've seen a captain set for the spy before. The hat is kind of puffy. It's kind of big. I mean, I guess that's the point, but it's a little thick. It's a little thick for a hat. It's the Gabe Newell set as he sails out on his yacht. Can I just say something real quick? You know, like Gabe's got his money, he can buy whatever the fuck he wants. But I think it's really fucking cool that he has a yacht that he can lease out to scientists for oceanographic research. I think that's badass. Like, I commend putting money towards any kind of earth science research or supporting scientists. Like, he lets them live a luxurious life while they do their research. I think that's fucking cool. Anyways, that aside, I'm not a fan of the doughiness of the hat. I feel like it could be crisper, like sharper edges around the brim and have it not be so puffy. I think that would help out. It would help it out a lot. There's another hat like this I think Spy has that does that, and it achieves this look a little bit better. So, and it kind of, this guy like tried to make some loadouts with it. Doesn't really go with anything. What about like the full set? Let me see here. Oh, it even has pants. Oh, ooh, oh, no. Oh, like, it doesn't impact readability that much, but it just looks so weird to have half the character model a completely different color to where it looks like you took the lower half of one Lego man and the upper half of another Lego man and stuck them together. It just looks really bad. You should have just kept the pants the same color as his jacket. It looks really bad. Or at least this style looks bad. Apparently there are two styles. Get me to the second style here. Get me to that. Yeah, that, like, doesn't that look so much better? Doesn't that look so much better than the other color? That's what you need. The other style just looks terrible. That's fine. This looks fine. This is okay. The tie is a little puffy, but I think the tie is fine. I like the coat, the collar and the buttons and the cuffs too. Those look nice. The coat's good. That's nice, but the tie, I think the tie kind of looks like a bit like a. I think you could have done better by like sharpening the tie, have like really like stronger, linear edges, and not adding like the fluff. Like you have like some texture on there that makes it look fluffy. If it was just like a flat tie, I think that would look better. Or even better yet, no tie at all, and just have like a popped collar, not a popped collar, but just like a slightly open shirt with the top button may have looked a little bit better than this, maybe. But the rest of the jacket, solid. Rest of the jacket is solid. And even if they added this as is, it's fine. It's a decent coat. Paint region is just the tie, so that's also fine. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how they tried to give it the wrinkles. I don't think you need that at all. These smaller wrinkly details on TF2 cosmetics just don't translate that well into the game. They just tend to look strange. I'm not big on those. Oh yeah, I heard everything about Metroid Prime 4. I'm not exactly thrilled with the direction Nintendo is taking that in. The bench warmer. Is this a taunt? It is a taunt. Let's see what this is about. What happens in the bench warmer? Does he manifest a bench? Yes, dude! He manifests a bench from the bowels of hell and sits on it. Yes, I love random objects manifesting from a pocket dimension in his back pocket. Yes! I love these taunts. It's a fucking emote. It's not a taunt. He just sits there and drinks liquid. Fuck, I hate these. We don't need more of these in games. Stop it. I'm tired. Another idle emote. Why? I don't like them. No more of these. Stop it. No. He shits out a bench and sits on it. Or, like, it just manifests from beneath him. Like, whoop, there it is. Comes out of the bowels of hell. Fresh out of Satan's locker room. And Heavy sits on it. I don't like these at all. I really don't. Do I have Parkinson's? Violently. No shade to people that have Parkinson's. It's a very debilitating disease, and I hope they find a cure. But I don't like this taunt at all. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna say no. I don't want emotes. I want taunts. Biological threat. Hey, this is clean. This is not bad. Fantac coming in with another really good skin. Hello? Ooh, I love the red. Oh, I love the red. Did you base this off something that's in the game? Or is this just totally off the cuff? It looks totally off the cuff. This is nice. See, here we go. That's a good sticker execution. That's what I'm talking about. I like this. Oh, really good texture work. Love the Fantac has really, really, really good eye for color on his texture work. He consistently nails really solid color palettes for his skins, man. I don't know how he does this. Every time he does it. Check description. Warpaint based on team-colored barrels. Oh, there we go. That's what it's based off of. Hey, there we go. Ah, oh shit, he's I've seen a few of these before. He's put these into a larger collection. But this is slick. God, can we get like Valve, please put the I'm sharing this one because this is another skin that's just really fucking good. Put this in there, man. Seriously. Oop. Put this in there. It's just too good. It's way too fucking good, man. This guy consistently makes amazing fucking. Is there what's the wear? Hold on. Do we have wear on this? What do you got for the wear, sir? Does it wear down to oil? I think I saw that. It does, dude. Oh, it's awesome. You get oil on it, and it's not jet black. It's not jet black. It's just like a little bit of an oil sludge on it. A little bit of grease. I like that. That's a nice touch. I mean, blood would look fine too, but I like that he went the extra mile on this one. I am a fan. And it uses Necromancer as a base, even better. Hopefully it's, I'm assuming it's fully compatible. If it's just using Necromancer as a base, then there's no custom coding, this should just work. Valve, copy and paste this into the game, please. You're right, there is no reason to not add this. Just like there's no reason for Valve to not add the heaps of other amazingly high quality content in the fucking workshop. They just consistently choose to ignore it. Why do they consistently ignore the really good content? Why? It's not that hard to find. Like, you could ask someone that knows nothing about video games, like, to compare this skin to something like fucking, I don't know, Snow Globalization, which looks like child drawings, and go, which one of these is nicer? And they'll go, well, that one looks like it was made by a professional. I don't know what this is for, but that's some craftsmanship right there. It doesn't take a fucking genius to do it. It doesn't take a fucking genius to do it. It's a good skin. Gunnin' Heavy. That is a little too much. That guy looks, why does he look like John Arbuckle? Oh, you made John Arbuckle. You turned Heavy into John Arbuckle. Holy shit. Dancing to some disco on the stage, man. That, no. This, this goes a little bit too far. You congratulations, you've made a completely different character. This is no longer the Heavy. There is a limit and you've gone well past it. Jesus Christ. It's a bit much. Oh wait, is this a fucking I've not seen the fucking what are the shows called? Better Call Saul, thank you. I've not seen Better Call Saul nor the other one, Breaking Bad, so I've not seen these. Yeah, so this is just the character, but the Heavy. It's like it's not even a subtle or tasteful reference. It's just Heavy, but as the character. which just does not fit in Team Fortress 2. You've lost all identifying characteristics of the Heavy except his frame and his face. This is not the Heavy anymore. Stop it. It's not grounded. No more funny, silly haha references in TF2. It looks like shit. Please no. It's well made, but it's literally just Saul Goodman. And that's why it should not be added to this game. The hair's fine, just not the rest of it. Le Monsieur de Chapeau. $10 to watch Breaking Bad in your off time. I will get to it, I promise. I have this massive list of shows that I've just not watched yet that I really need to get to. Eventually I will. Eventually I will. I mean, this is just another beret for Spy, of which we have several. So, and the modeling work is not that great. Has this guy made other stuff before? He's made other things. So, why is the quality on this one not very high? I feel like this is rushed. It feels rushed to me. Yeah, I really should just quit Steam. Let me just get rid of that. It looks like it was 3D printed. It has these ridges. It looks like it was 3D printed. It looks odd. I don't know. It's just not very high quality, so I'm gonna say no. Needed more time in the oven, and we already have better berets in the game. Radiant refraction. Don't we have this effect in game already? I know for a fact we definitely have something that's almost identical to this in the game already. Yeah, it's more Trader Main trash. I am so tired of unusual effects, man. Like, the ones we got for Summer and the ones we got for Scream Fortress, they just all sucked. They were all terrible. And we have so many in the game at this point, man. This is just tossing another pile of fluorescent pixels onto the pile that is gonna go immediately forgotten in like a week. Yeah, like, how many of you still care about unusuals? Just type yes or no in my chat. How many of you still care about unusuals? Like, okay, how many of you still care about getting new unusuals? Let's put it that way. Sandy wasn't a bad one. That was like one of the worst effects they've added in a very long time. Another 40 gigabytes of unusual effects. Yeah, more particles to bloat the game. Blech. I just hope that when they add more, they keep it reserved and chill it out, you know? No. I don't like the effect. I think we have like 7 of these that look like this in the game already. I'm just gonna move on. Utility pockets. Cargo pants. For engineer. Okay. Sure. Sure, why not? It's not bad. They're a little puffy, but they're okay. It's subtle, it's not bad. It's like a decent loadout filler. Again, with the, you do notice a slight bit of contrast, like the number of, like, how smooth the upper part of Engineer's overalls are, and then the extra added wrinkles they put on this. That does look a little bit weird to me. I think they could have smoothed things out a little bit more. That's my only gripe with this. Beyond that, it's not bad. It's a good loadout filler. I genuinely like these. I would not mind if these are put in game. They're quite good. I think they're okay. They're not, like, stellar, but they're not bad. I think it's not bad. Cargo pants. Dude, okay, so when I was really fat and when I was younger, some of the only things that would, because I hit 2 things. When you're a fat guy, there's 2 things you hate. You hate pants, so you wear shorts all the time, and you hate sleeves, because all the shirts are tight, and everything feels tight on the upper body, so when you don't have sleeves, it's way more comfortable. So, when I was a big boy growing up, I had fuckloads of cargo shorts, and I had this one pair of, like, polar camo cargo shorts that I wore for 10 years. And they were so worn out and falling apart by the time I had to part ways with them. I fucking loved these shorts, man. And having 8 pockets was the shit. Had room for everything. Rocks I found on the ground, my wallet, my second wallet, everything I could ever hope to fit in there, I had plenty of room for. I miss those days. I miss when cargo pants and cargo shorts were in style. Can we have those? Can we have 2004 back, please? I want those back. I want those simpler times back. Listen, you gotta have the decoy wallet, all right? You gotta have the decoy wallet. I like these. I think these are fine. Smokin' Kills. Okay, so it's a custom cosmetic for each class, and each one gets something different. I hate that. Just like, you could have done, you could have done anything else for Pyro. You just stick a cigar in the little vent hole. I feel like you could have handled that with a little bit more tact. I think you could have done a bit better than that. I also like how did they like model over the spy's existing cigarette to like fit that in there? Because like you have the one he puts in his mouth. I wonder if they did that. It's not bad. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Is it different styles? I'm assuming it's styles. I'm stupid. No, it's 3 different styles. Have I seen this before? I've not seen it. So it's 3 different styles: cigarette, cigar, or pipe. Not bad. It's styles, my bad. Okay, I thought it was a custom one for each class. Does the pipe just jut out the side of Pyro's face? I bet it does. It's so dumb. I don't like how they handled Pyros. I feel like they could have done literally anything else for Pyro, but whatever. You gotta make it work somehow. For everyone else, it's fine. It's a nice loadout filler. Scout doesn't Scout doesn't strike me as a smoker. No, he doesn't. I feel like he could have given him like a candy cigarette or something. Scout's pretty old though, like canonically, so maybe he would smoke. Maybe. Like you gotta think about this, right? Like I feel like the TF2 comics have done an especially egregious disservice to Scout's original character. Because when you think about Scout's original character, a la Meet the Team shorts, Scout's a fucking big mouth asshole. He's a jerk. You know, he grew up in a rough part of town. You know, he grew up with a bunch of brothers bullying him and beating up on him. So he grew up to be a little bit of a hard ass, you know? And he's got a big fucking mouth. So why wouldn't he smoke a cigarette? You know, why wouldn't he have a cigarette in the middle of the day, man? It's like, you just think about like 1960s Boston. Like 12-year-olds were smoking in the street, man. It would totally make sense for Scout to smoke. But I feel like, you know, yeah, exactly. Scout is cocky, but not stupid. What the comics did is they basically turned Scout into a lobotomite, along with Soldier. But like they turned Scout into a lobotomite for some reason, and they made him like, you know, Mama's good old boy. I don't know why they completely butchered his character. I fucking hate that shit. You know, like Scout definitely had a bigger head on his shoulders and was more of a competent individual as they depicted him not only in the game, but also in the Meet the Team shorts, and then they completely gutted his frontal cortex in order to make funny jokes in the comic. It's such a shame, and if you're basing this on the original character, definitely probably smoke a cigarette. So, I always thought Scout was cocky and self-aware until I read the comics. No, yeah, and it's a fucking shame. I think this is fine. I think the way they handled the Pyro is tacky, but the rest of the classes is fine. It's an acceptable loadout filler. I see nothing wrong with it. The gray area. Oh boy, what's this about? Okay, so kind of more of a modern-ish hairstyle. I don't know how I feel about this one. Wake me up when there's a cosmetic that wasn't textured like it's a crumbly paper bag, too saturated or oddly shiny. Yeah, a lot of them tend to do that. Also, Demo went from a drunk demolitions expert to just a bomb-themed drunk. No, yeah, that's also true. Like, Demo Man went from a competent demolitions expert that knows his shit and knows what he's doing, but they turned him into a haunted sword-slinging idiot. That's just drunk. Like his character was devolved into him just being drunk all the time. Like that's all he's good for in the comics now. It's such a shame. Like Demo Man is also another perfect example of a character that's like very clearly competent and knows what he's doing. But then like they did this to all of the mercenaries except for Heavy and Spy and Engineer. Everyone else they just turned into like a dumb puppy for jokes, especially Pyro. It's just, I hate that they did that. And Medic is, you know, they leaned into his psychosis, which is, I don't know. Yeah, the TF2 comics are fan fiction by the people that worked at Valve, and I don't view them as canon in any way, shape, or form. Sorry. That's just my stance. Back to this hairpiece. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know about like the gray on the sides and the black on the top, and they're kind of detached, and there's no like nothing really connecting the two colors together at all. The modeling is really, yeah, it looks like he put some sheet metal on the sides of his head and they left like a dog turd on top and you can paint it. I'm not a fan of how this is modeled at all. The hairstyle is fine. I just think the way you did the colors is not very good. And then you have what looks to be a sweater. I don't know about the sweater. It seems fine. It's okay. I'm not torn up about the sweater, but the hair just looks strange. Is the sweater paintable? It's just the stripe. It doesn't look that good. If you had just done two-tone and you didn't have, how many colors? 3? On here, like this extra stripe, I felt like was only put there for the sake of having a paint region, and you really don't need it. I think if this part was also just the default red and you didn't have a paint region, it would look a lot better, but having the third color on this is just not doing it any favors. He's in his dad arc. I guess. The modeling on the sweater is fine, and the rest of it's okay. I'm just not a fan of the third color stripe. It's mediocre. Like a 4 or a 5 on that set. My fucking god, when was this made? 2012? I have not seen this one before. This is wild, dude. Oh my god. This is a gem. Diamond in the rough here. This is crazy, man. Oh, I like how they added the Christmas lights to it too, because why not? Why not, right? Fuck it, put the Christmas lights on there too. Oh shit. It's so weird because it's at the right angle, it looks like boxing gloves when it's tucked away and closer. Oh shit. Okay, this is a good joke. I appreciate this one. There's some soul here. It's one of the earlier items put on the workshop. Twinkle lights for extra punch. That's gold. That's a sensible chuckle on that one. Velvet vest. Automatic no. Automatic huge fat hard no on recoloring the entire spy's body. This always looks bad. You need to stick to the default colors on the mercenaries. You cannot change them. That is a massive impact on gameplay readability. Yes, obviously you can still tell who's on red and who's on blue, but it's such a massive deviation away from the default colorization, it just looks really bad and out of place. It's oversaturated, it just does not fit the game's default palette at all. It should be, like, if this was just modeled normally, right? If this was just, does it have a different style? Do we have 2 styles? Or is it just one? Like, how does that look good? How does this look okay? It's the same problem where it looks like they took 2 separate character models and then stuck them together. It looks bad. Ugh. Like, it's just so messy and slapdash. If you had just made this the spy's normal colors, this would look great. Why'd you change the color? Like, the dark undershirt against the normal spy vest colors would have been fine. God, it's such a shame, man. It's like you got this close and then made a really bad decision with the colors. It just looks so bad. Don't do this. Blizzard Brawler. Okay, fairly straightforward set, it looks like. Beanie and goggles. Seems okay. Got a couple of styles on the goggles. You can paint the goggles or the hat if you so choose. The coat is serviceable. The coat's serviceable. The hat is, you know, the hat's fine. It's another beanie, but it's at least not tacky. It's inoffensive. We have other cosmetics that are very similar to this in the game right now. I don't know. Like, you're gonna get this problem as the years go on and Valve keeps pumping more content into the game, where we already have like 5 or 6 different things that can make a loadout that looks very similar to this cosmetic set. So, it's not bad. It's just whatever. I'm not crazy about this one. It's passable. It's serviceable. If it was tossed into a case, I wouldn't be offended. I'm just not crazy about it. A beanie that looks like a fist when, don't give them ideas. I don't know, it's like a 5.5. The jacket's good. I like, ooh, the second ooh, hello, I didn't see this. Hold on. I take that back. I love the second style. Not the lack of bullets, but I like this. I'm a fan of that. You're giving more team color where it's very much needed. Okay, I take that back. I like the second style on the coat quite a bit. That bumped it up a couple of points. But I don't like the hat. The hat and the goggles are just mediocre. They're serviceable, but it's not there. I like the second style though. That's quite nice. This should have been the default. I like that. Also, fuck it. Make the undershirt red too. This should have just been the red undershirt with the red sleeves. Please. Do that also. Do that too. Dead Man's Drink. Pouring one out for the homies. I have seen this one before. Is it really a taunt? Not really. Is it really tonally appropriate for TF2? Not really. Meh. I do hate that it's a different bottle. I wish it was the normal default Demo Man's bottle. It's not horrible, but missed opportunity to have it just be Demo Man's normal bottle. It's okay. It's you know, it's at least a taunt, you know? Pouring one out over the dead guy's body. It's fine. I'm not offended by it. But I also wish it was the default bottle, or like the Scottish handshake. Either one of those would have been fine. Yeah, change bottle to stock and it would indeed be peak. Though I will say the bottle they did model, it does look quite nice. You know, it's a nod to like the Scottish handshake. I don't mind the extra model. I think that does look quite good. I don't know. I kind of changed my mind. I'm the more I'm looking at the bottle, I think the bottle is good. It's a good model. But also having it be the default one would be better. It's hard to decide because the bottle looks good. I don't know. It's fine. I wouldn't mind if this was added. It's an okay taunt. I'm not offended. It's all right. Jane McPay. Hey, here we go. Okay. All right. All right. If you're gonna make a reference, all right. If you're gonna make a reference, one, have it be subtle. Have it be fucking subtle, and it's not so on the nose, and it still looks like something you would see in Team Fortress 2. That's step one. Step two, if you're referencing something that is tonally appropriate, a la something like Die Hard, dude, I like it. It's really good. Like, for me, the standard for a perfect reference cosmetic is the one for Heavy that references Fargo. That's about as on the nose as it should get for reference cosmetics, not only in terms of looking exactly like what it's referencing, but also, you know, matching the tone, right? This is good. Finally a hair that doesn't look like clay, bravo, this is awesome. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. It's finally hair that does not look like clay. Yeah, I want this. This is really good. This is, and just like on its own, it's a good hair for Soldier. I dig it. Should I link it? I'll link it. I will link it. I will say, I had an interesting conversation with Richter the other day, and how I could see an argument for how, if we're digging way back into TF2's history, how much of an egregious sin it is on Soldier's original character design, that later cosmetics show his eyes. And how every cosmetic that shows his eyes always looks a little bit strange, unless it has an extra cosmetic in the set to cover it up like glasses. I can understand that. And if I had it my way back in the day and I could control the direction TF2 went in, maybe would have made the decision to never have Soldier's eyes visible. But we're so far along now, there's no turning back. If we're gonna get cosmetics that show his eyes, this is how you do it. That's how you do it. It's good. I like it. I'm a fan. Thank you for making something that just makes sense. Like, if you're gonna reference something, yeah. Oh, God. Well, I mean, it's, you know, it's bait. It's not, you're not meant to take this one seriously. This is meant to get a reaction. You know, they got some stock imagery and then went a little bit crazy. So you're not meant to take this as a serious attempt to make a war paint. I mean, I would have been more terrified of seeing something like this a few years ago. Back when Valve would actually consider skins like this. But now it seems like they've strayed away from that, so maybe we don't have anything to worry about. Yeah, this is... it looks so... it looks like a cantaloupe skin, except white. It looks like white cantaloupe skin. I don't need to say that it's bad. Like, I obviously I don't need to say that it's bad, but you know, it's bad. It's just... We can move on. Shifting teams. Ah, yeah, this is another effect that I saw in its iterative stages of creation. So the idea is that it's meant to look like, you know, it's meant to resemble Spy's disguise effect. The execution of the effect is good. It looks good. My problem is that this could negatively affect readability because, like, at a glance, you could see someone with this effect and think that, oh, that's a spy disguising, I could go shoot this person, or maybe I should go spy check this person, and that would be a distraction and it would confuse people. So, for that reason, I don't think this effect should be in the game at all. I really don't. Because in a video game where you have to make split-second decisions based on what you're seeing on your screen, and you catch, you know, some shimmering smoke around a spy, then or anybody, you're gonna think, oh shit, that's a spy, I should go spy check them. I just don't think it's a good idea. I really don't. Like, mechanically, they did everything right. They made a competent, unusual effect. It looks good. The particle work is fine. It's just gonna cause readability issues, and I don't think that's okay. I really don't think that's okay. Sometimes you nay see only ahead, though. What? Remember developers used stock photos of real-life photos as textures? Yes. Indeed. Yeah, cool idea and original, but the point stands. Yeah, it's just not appropriate for the game, man. It's well made, but it's just I fear it would cause too many readability issues. And I know they made a taunt version as well, and like here's the no cloak version, which just removes the shimmering effect around the head. But the readability problem still stands, where it looks like someone is disguising. It's not a good idea. I really don't think it's a good idea. Dust Bowl Digger. I have seen this one before. I believe I've seen this one before. It's just a hard hat. Is it all class? Why is it all class? Why didn't you just make this for engineer? I think I had the exact same complaint before. Not everyone needs a hard hat. You could have just made this for engineer and it would have been totally fine. You don't need an all-class hard hat. If it was just engineer, fine. Why all class? I vote no. It should have just been for engineer, so I'm gonna move on. Balloonatron? I really hope to God that Valve is not so stupid as to do a Robotic Boogaloo 2 for the MVM update. I really hope to God that they don't do this shit again. Like, this isn't even coal. You can at least burn coal to warm a house. This is just, like, grub sludge. This is excrement out of a beetle's ass. There's no use of that. It doesn't even have use in fertilizing soil. It's like a banana peel. It's just gonna rot and stay on planet Earth and be useless forever. It's just excess fucking refuse. No one would use this either. Am I against telling your chat to downvote this because I think it's that bad? I will not do that because people will view that as harassment and then try to get me banned off Steam because they've tried to do that before. They say I'm using my audience to intentionally manipulate items, which is apparently enough to get me banned from Steam. So I'll say go support an item, for sure, but I will also say an item is bad, but I'll leave it at that. It sucks. It should not be in the game. You know they're not gonna look when they do. No, of course they're not gonna fucking look. They're not gonna fucking do it. They're not gonna do shit. They're gonna take the easiest way out. They always do. I can only ask for workshoppers to get a little bit more creative when it comes to making cosmetics that will inevitably be added for the MVM update because these suck. No one liked the Robotic Boogaloo cosmetics when they came out. They're not gonna like him 10 years later. 13 years later. They're not gonna like him 13 years later. So, big fat no from me. It's a bit much, wouldn't you say? It's a little bit much. You think there'd be a limit to these things? He kind of turned his head into a pincushion. I don't think I need to say why this is a bad idea. I don't think I need to say why this is a bad idea. It looks like a fucking pom-pom from Hobby Lobby stuck on Demo Man's head. Like, the Demo Fro still looks better than this, and its modeling is terrible. I know it's a gag item. It was meant to be a gag and meant to get people's attention, like, oh, it's the funny bullshit hat. It's just fucking terrible. And the whole thing, you have a big fat fucking pom-pom on your head and paint it pink, why not? So, yeah, another item made to get attention. Yeah, just, bad. Just bad. Groove steppers. I'm assuming this is going to be part of a larger set. Big bell bottoms for Demo Man. I'm not a fan. It's a little big, wouldn't you say? It's a little big. This, yeah, more, okay, I like it. It's more fun. I like what Garbo Gamer said. It's fun. This is fun. I also don't hate it. I just think they look a little big. they're a little big. Yeah, and of course it only works with Demo Man. It's a little big. I don't hate it, but I just think it's a little too extreme. It's a little too extreme. I don't think these are just, I just don't think it's appropriate when the modeling extends so far off the base model where it sticks out that far. I just don't think that's appropriate. It looks cool, but I just think it's gonna look weird in the game. Just, yeah. There's so many better things too. It's, yeah, I wouldn't want this in the game. That's just me. I personally would not want this in the game. But if they added it, I wouldn't be like, oh, fuck, why'd they add this? I just kind of wouldn't care if they put that one in the game. North Pole Explorer. Okay, so we have an all-class hat because you gotta toss an all-class hat in there. We have, you know, the one we have that's very similar to this, I believe, is for the sniper. The hat is cool. Like it, well modeled, like the goggles. It's decent. It's clean. Looks, you know, pretty good on all classes. It's not bad. Not bad. I like it. Simple, generic enough. You can mix and match for a bunch of different loadouts. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's good. It's decent. I really have nothing else to say. The hat is good. Not bad. The hat is good. And then there's a, what's the camo style? Oh, they make it camo. Yeah, that's fine too. It's not bad. This is slop. The Saul Goodman set was slop. This is decent. We gotta differentiate between these two things. The afro from earlier went viral on Twitter for being Emporium slop. It's nice to see. It's literally a ball with ridges and we already have an afro. Well, thank God it went viral for the right reasons. Like, it's okay to be critical of what content could be that, yeah, let me start over because I completely tongue-tied myself. It is perfectly acceptable to be critical of the content that could be potentially added into this game. It is totally okay to do that. If you want to call someone's hat bad, call it bad. You don't even need to say why. It'd be good if you did, be more constructive for the creator, but you don't have to. If you think it sucks, you can say that and just downvote it and move on. You know? Coat. Oh wait, this is part of a larger set. I'm stupid. We saw the coat earlier. Yeah, we saw the, oh, there's also pants apparently. I don't like the knife on the side. I don't like the knife. The knife looks strange. It's just kind of, it's frankly unnecessary. You don't need the knife. The pants are also not that great. I don't know if I like the mud stains. I don't know if I'm a fan of the mud stains on the side of the pants. Compatible with boots, I suppose. I'm not. These look better than the blue. If these had just stayed solid, I'm not a fan of the mud stains. I'm not a huge fan of the mud stains. Look fine on red. They kind of puff out a bit on the sides. The pants are. The hat is definitely the best part of this set. I think the hat is fine. I could take or leave the coat of the pants, But the hat's the best part. I just don't think the knife on these is completely unnecessary. And here's the style without it. It looks infinitely better without the knife. You just shouldn't have done that in the first place. I just don't think it's a necessary detail. And it adds too much detail. It's just more noise on the model, and I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. TF2 is a very simple game. Adding more junk onto the model. I have seen this one before. I think it's a cute little dopey accessory, and I think this is okay. Like, when it comes to cute, goofy, wacky items, I will always stand by subtle. Subtlety is very important. It's a cute little reference to him sipping coffee, sniping in his Meet the Team short. It's small. It's not like this goofy, oversized, massive mug that's like the size of a pot hanging off the side of his leg. This is fine. This is a cute little accessory. I see nothing wrong with this. This should have been added. This should have been put in the game years ago. It's fine. Sweden Slayer. I think I've seen this one before. Maybe not. It's a relatively new edition. I've seen similar war paints to this one. Varies by seed, so you have a gradient to change the color of the wood. I don't like the petals. I think the petals are too small. The petals are too small. That is your problem. The petals are way too small. This would benefit from being a pattern, and because like every texture in TF2 is a repeating pattern in some form or fashion, or I should say, most of them are, except for the props and whatnot that have like a specific texture mapped to them. Weapons are, the weapons also have like specific textures mapped to them, but when you have random small elements kind of peppered throughout a weapon model, it just blends into noise, and at a distance, it looks like your game's kind of glitching out or breaking because it's also fluorescent pink. Pink is also not a good color choice here. If you had done, say, I know you're trying to do cherry blossoms and that's fine, but okay, back to the pattern thing before I critique color. You should have done a repeating pattern, like some kind of floral print. There are so many patterns, from like historic Japanese cloth and tapestries. The only reason why I know this is I went to a fucking cool museum in Tokyo that had a whole bunch of these on display. There are so many cool patterns in old fabrics that you could reference for a Japanese war paint. And that'd be a good place to jump off from if you want to do a war paint like that. And but having random elements just looks really noisy in TF2, and when they're really small like this, it's just kind of ugly because they get shrunken down, and only on the largest of weapon models are you actually going to see that these are petals if you're viewing them from anything other than your first-person view model. And even in the first-person view model, they're going to be so small, especially on the smaller weapon models. I just don't think it's a good idea. The black is good. The tree bark texture you made, that looks really good. I think the sticker, take it or leave it, but you gotta work on the petals, man. Okay, next thing are the colors. Pink is not a good default color for anything in Team Fortress 2, especially like that bright level of pink. I know you're going for cherry blossoms, I understand that's the point, but you can still do a floral pattern that looks like cherry blossoms. It's okay if it's not pink. You could have done team colored, you could have done red or blue, or, is it team colored? Like, okay, the blue still stands though. The blue is still a bit too bright. The pink looks really bad. I don't think you should do pink. I think you could have just made this not team colored. You could have done yellow petals or something that's like lightly orange or even white. White petals would look good on this. White and black are a good color combination. It's a good contrast, but pink just looks really, really bad. The blue is way more serviceable, but the pink is just not a good choice. I would have done anything else other than pink. So you did good on the bark, you did good on the black. I think you really got to go back to the drawing board on the flower texture and make something that's actually a repeating pattern and make it more abstract. It doesn't have to be a direct representation of a flower or photorealistic, because it's really hard to get direct representations looking good and then translating them into TF2 style. And then photorealistic is just not a good idea, or even having it being a direct representation of like the cherry blossoms on Sweden. It just doesn't look that good. I really, really think you can make this succeed if it was a repeating texture. And you know what? To the guy in chat, the pink maybe still could work. You could make the pink work in this still if it was a more complex pattern. Let me see if I can find something. I'm just gonna Google fucking... see if I can spot something that looks familiar. Let me do like... These are all like sticker bomb. I don't want like sticker bomb. I want something simpler. Come on now. I don't want any of these. That's not what I'm looking for. Maybe. Okay. Fuck it. I'm just pulling a random example out of my ass. I'm not telling them to use this one. Okay. But my point is that a simple repeating pattern like this is gonna go a really, really long way when making a war paint. And I'm not telling him to make like squiggly clouds, I'm just saying a simplistic pattern like this is probably where you should start from, and then have it be like a repeating floral note or petals or something. And then you can have other colors in this texture that don't contrast so heavily with the pink, where it doesn't stick out so harshly and look really bad. You could incorporate other lighter colors into this, yeah, like a light red or like a washed out, not so bright white or gray, just to give it more balance. Because the really harsh contrast of the black and the pink is just, it's way too much. Combined with the size of the petals, it's not a good balance. But the idea is there. You can do a cool cherry blossom or floral pattern or print. You just gotta rework it a little bit to make it mesh in TF2, and just don't make the petals so small. It looks bad. The tiny petals are not good. Even if you just don't want to fuck it and just want to make a slightly better version, just make the petals bigger, and that would look nicer. You did the black good. You did the bark good. Fix the petals. That's just me. Yes. Moving on. What is this? What? Is it? This is referencing something, and I don't know what it is. Is it Dark Souls? What is this, dude? This is nuts. Is this Dark Souls? Okay, I've not played Dark Souls, so I wouldn't know. But looks like a toy. Sure, it says I assume it's soulful if you're a fucking Dark Souls fan. Yeah, I have to turn off my space heater. I'm getting a little warm in here. Oh god. Oh fuck my cat. My legs are so sore. Oh my god. Oh. Oy. Oh, okay. He kind of does look like it was made in 2014, so. Is it too late for me to make a Smissmas wish list? Yeah, probably. I've been really busy, and I kind of had a fucked up end of November, so I just haven't had much time to really sit down and focus on making a wish list. So hopefully the workshop stream today will make up for it. And, well, I said I was gonna do one, but the month of November was way more chaotic than I wanted it to be, so apologies. We'll just move on. Move on from the joke cosmetic. Renaissance Man, does anyone want this? And it's all class. Does anyone want this? So, the guy who said slop earlier, here's your sign. Oh, it's so tacky. I'm just gonna move on. It looks like a fucking Renaissance Fair character. I think it sucks. I'm just gonna move on to something better. Mountaineer's Maintenance. Okay, so a mountaineering set for engineer? Ooh, God. Again, already some fuckery with the colors that I really, really don't like. And again, this is another set that just goes, wait, you've made a different character. You've made a completely different character in Team Fortress 2. When you cover the engineer's fucking face, that's like the last recognizable element of him other than his knee pads and his glove. It's like, this is a completely different character now. It's not a good idea. It's gone way too far. You could, like, pick and choose elements of this set and make them separate cosmetics, sure, but this just takes it way, way too far. Way too far. And then not to mention, what did you do with the colors, man? They're not default colors anymore. That's gonna stick out majorly like a sore thumb. And it just looks bad. Again, it's not a, and I hate that I have to say this over and over again because people are going to take what I say and put it out in bad faith. Like, the issue is not you can't tell who's on red and who's on blue. The problem is that the shades of red and blue are not the default expected colors on the engineer. I made an entire video explaining why it is so important to maintain the default colors on all of the mercenaries. Because when players open and install the game, that is what their eyes are trained to expect. They are trained to expect certain colors on certain areas of the mercenaries. And when they're not there, or when they're replaced with something else, it's gonna fuck them up. And the new player thing aside, just in general, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. It just does not look good. You can't do the colors like this. You cannot. Thoughts on people who gift 1,000 subs to the female streamer? She's not gonna fuck you, dude. She's not gonna fuck you. Sure, yeah, based on a World War I-2 code, made many different styles for this one. The color is getting worked on as well. You gotta work on the color, man. The color is just not a good idea. And the various styles, like the coat alone without the hat, sure, is serviceable. At least you still get enough of the engineer out of here, but the default colors were just a really bad choice. Just a really bad choice. I'm gonna move on. If you know, you know, first of all. If you know, you know. Well, I don't think I need to say anything. It's another fucking Toho item. Why does McDonald's get all the fucking cool collabs in Japan? They're doing a collab with Toho shit in Japan right now. America gets jack shit. America never gets cool collaborations. What do we get? We get like the Nicki Minaj meal or some dumb bullshit like that where they put like an extra slice of cheese on top of the bun. That's what we get. Because like, oh, we care too much about our celebrities here. It's like, oh, fucking Rappers McGee over here with his new hit single, Big Mac Buckaroo, whatever the fuck. Because they're blending country music and rap now. Well, I want the Big Mac Buckaroo meal, where it's just a normal Big Mac, but instead of like an extra bun, they slap a whole other like a McGriddle in the middle. It's like, oh, it's the Big Mac Buckaroo meal from Rappers McGee's new hit album. Oh my god, I'm gonna go buy the Big Mac Buckaroo meal and review it on fucking YouTube. That's what we get. We get shit. It's stupid. They appeal consistently. If you're eating at McDonald's, I'm sorry, you're already in the lowest common denominator of human being. But then they appeal to an even lower common denominator of people that like care about, you know, Rappers McGee's new album. Or like Rappers McGee, oh, I'm Rappers McGee, and this is what I get when I go to McDonald's. I get the fucking chocolate milkshake, I get the French fries, and then what I do is I go home, I put everything in a food processor and blend it into like a dough, and then I bake it in the oven like a cookie, and then I take the cookies, and then I put them inside another Big Mac and put ice cream on top. It's a Big Mac Buckaroo Bucker meal. Sucks! I hate it! I want cool shit at McDonald's again. I don't want fucking Nicki Minaj telling me to order a medium fry instead of a small or a large. You don't tell me what to do. You will eat the wrapper patty. Aren't we supposed to rate TF2 items here? No. I'm gonna rant about how shitty McDonald's is. It's my stream, I do what I want! Anyway. Moving on. Super salad. I've walked into a Quiznos. I've walked into a Quiznos. This is Quiznos wallpaper. I see what they were doing here. Okay, all right. I see your play. I see your play. I think you... Okay, so... You handled the colors really well. I think the colors are solid. You got a good base on these. It's a little out of place for TF2, you know, the cup of tea and what have you. You took the inside of a coffee shop and put it on a gun. And you got the colors right. I think that's fine. But I just... Meh. Whenever you have... And this... Do you have like a photo of like your textures? Here we go. So... Meh. That's your problem. Okay, I think... If you go to another war paint, like... Oh god, what's its name? It's the one we got in 2017. What's its name? Oh, gonna drive me nuts that I can't remember the name of this war paint. And we got it in 2017 in Jungle Inferno as part of the Jungle Jackpot collection. Oh, it has this repeating, like, tropic pattern with oranges and browns and grays. I can't remember the name of this for the life of me. Oh, God. Help me out here. Aloha. Anodized Aloha. Thank you. Yeah, we have the anodized Aloha skin. Hold on. Let me, can I still open this? Yeah, give me a minute. I'm gonna hunt this down real quick because I wanna open the texture. So I can show you what I'm talking about, because doing this is important in my opinion. Materials, patterns, workshop. It was Smissmas 2017. I need, what are these? No, these were Valve made. Hold on, these were Valve made. What folder was in this again? It was, oh, I can't remember what folder it was in. These are Valve made, because Valve made the Jungle Jackpot collection. What folder was it in? This one? Nope, not that one. I'm gonna go insane. Autumn Powerhouse stickers, weapons, workshop, Yeti. Oh, Yeti, that's it. Here we go. Yeti, and then, is this it? Yes, this is it. Here. So you see what they did here, right, with this texture? Is they took each of the individual elements, but they still kept it in a geometric repeating grid pattern. So it's not just this random slapdash of the elements together at random angles. That makes things too messy and a little bit hard to, it's a little bit harder on the eyes. But if you had oriented all of the elements into like a slightly gridded repeating pattern like this, I think that texture would look so much better on this, because you already have to deal with the random orientation of each of your textures. So when you make the elements on your texture also random, you're not helping yourself. I think if you have these more organized, it's a lot more pleasing to the eye. It's a bit cleaner looking. I think if you go back and do that, that's gonna take this war paint much, much further. That's just my opinion. I think the other drawings on here, I think maybe toss a TF logo on there. Just tie this into TF2. Put a little TF logo on there, or a class icon. Like Spy seems like the pot. Like make this like a Spy coffee shop thing. You know, make it more grounded in TF2. You know, put like a Spy knife emblem on there, or something to make it seem like he's the French guy having an expensive French coffee, or just even a TF logo. Tie it to TF2 somehow, and structure the elements kind of in this way, and I think it's gonna really, really make this war paint a lot better. It's okay as is. You don't need to change the colors. The colors are good. The base you use is good. I just think the individual elements need a little bit of structuring, and I think it's gonna be a lot better, in my opinion. Yes. Orientation lock will need to base the war paint on something else that it had. So, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this has happened a few times so far. Oh, I love the little cut. Go back to that. That's cute. I like this. They have like the little coffee shop style art on here. You should have put this as like the first image. Why is it the last one? I like that. That's a nice little detail. This guy went the extra mile and made a little nice little advertisement for it. This is nice. I commend you, sir. This is nice. There you go. But, shit, I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Yeah, when it comes to orientation lock, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe other Warpaint creators in the past requested orientation lock for a Warpaint that otherwise wouldn't have had one on that base, and they got it. I think so? Someone who knows, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure someone here probably knows that for certain or not. I think they did do that. So you can certainly use any base, and then if you ask for orientation lock, Valve may or may not do it, because sometimes they just ignore the extra request, sometimes they don't. But, yeah, anyway. Yeah, a little bit of tweaking on this one, and it'll be a lot better. It's good, but it could be better. Onwards to No Sweat, another taunt. I'm assuming it's them yawning and stretching. How taunty is the taunt? Okay. It's a little long, just a little, it's a little long, but it is a taunt. It is a taunt, so I can commend this one. This is nice. Did I see this one before? I don't think I saw this one before. I don't remember looking at this one. Either way, it's a taunt. I would get angry at this. That's the point of a taunt. I'm not gonna get angry at a scout whipping out a scooter. I'm gonna get angry at a scout yawning at me. That'll make me mad. That's a taunt, and that's the difference between an emote and a taunt. I'm not gonna get mad at the engineer whipping out a banjo and playing a tune. It's like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? It's a good taunt. I like it. I would say yes, honestly. I vote yes. Private Cowboy. I mean, do we really need Full Metal Jacket cosmetics for every mercenary? They worked the best on the Scout, because Scout kind of looks like the skinny guy with the glasses in Full Metal Jacket, so that kind of works. And we have a Full Metal Jacket style helmet for Soldier. I think that was also added in like 2018 or 2017. That also fits the Soldier because he's also wearing a helmet. But it's just a mismatch for the Engineer. It just doesn't look very good. I don't think a battle helmet like this for Engineer, or a Soldier's helmet for Engineer, it's just kind of a misfit. I mean, you could have just made this for Soldier, and it would have been a better fit. I just think it's not a good fit for Engineer at all. What's the full set look like? So you have the War Machine, so you have a vest. The vest is serviceable, but the helmet is just not a good match. Yeah, Private Joker, thank you. I've not watched Full Metal Jacket in a long time. Show me your war face. Yeah, so I'm not big on Engineer having this set. He could have given it to Soldier, or even Scout again. Fuck it. I think that would have been better for reception. It's well made. It's just a really poor misfit for Engineer. A War Painter's Complaints. Oh boy. Am I gonna read this? We'll skim it. This is uploaded in November. So it's just like a huge thing talking about their... I have a nagging suspicion I know what their concerns are, because someone made a video talking about this. Who may or may not see this post is a series of complaints that I feel you must hear, although I'm sure you've heard some of these before. I feel that if I don't make this post, nothing will ever change. Making my voice heard is better than saying nothing at all. I worded everything as I felt. I apologize if it comes off as harsh. War paints have been around for a long time now, so why don't they get the same treatment as other items? They're neglected, mishandled, creatively crushing, all the while you never give us the tools for them, so why? War paints only get one case a year, and of the one case we get, they aren't vetted to be the highest quality war paints. Shocker. That's not just war paints, that's fucking hats and hats and maps and unusual effects, fucking everything. So, where were we? And the war paints that are chosen, you forget to follow the creator's requests. When we ask you to fix it afterwards, you refuse, which is also bullshit. I'm dropping frames, hold on. Hang on. I'm dropping frames. It's coming back. Oh, we're back. Hello? We're good. I think we're back. Are we good? The internet shit itself for a second there. We're back. Hello. Shalom. I mean, I can probably summarize this stuff. So it's, you know, the issues of them not adding enough war paints. The ones they choose are very poor quality. They're not being given the tools they need to make better war paints. Valve consistently ignores the higher quality ones in favor of garbage ones. It's the same complaints that have been being said over and over again. And frankly, people should, like, you know, war paint creators, you should keep hammering on this as much as you can until Valve is kind of forced to listen to you. It's like a war of attrition. How long can they ignore you if you keep bitching, right? You have to keep doing it. Because so far, most people are giving them every reason to ignore any request we have of them. We keep giving them money, we're not loud enough, we don't complain, and so Valve is just gonna keep behaving the way they've been behaving for the last 9 years. The only way Valve does something different is if we bitch at them to do it. That has been consistently proven over the last couple of years. Valve won't do shit unless we ask for it, consistently and loudly. And if you're a little harsh, I think it's a little fucking necessary. So, anyway. Yeah, just, you know, gripes about the quality and what have you. You know, items people actually want. It's like people who want to see, you know, more war paints in the game. weapon skin systems, you know, etc., etc. So, yeah, just Valve needs to treat this game with a little bit more care. Breaking news: the Emporium has silenced my chat. Don't worry, I'm still here. They can't get rid of me no matter how much they want to. Frosted. Okay, simple. Simple Warpaint. You got a little touch. Okay, I think I've seen this one before. No, I haven't. It's relatively. I've seen a Warpaint that's done something similar. Okay, so the idea is it wears down to a shinier chrome. You just get away with it. You just get away with it. So typically, hold on, my dogs are going apeshit. I have to. My dog goes bananas whenever the mailman comes. I'm gonna go spray her with a bottle of water. Dog. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I also had to piss really bad, so pardon the delay. I stood up and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta piss. So we're back, hello. Also got something to drink. Shall we continue? Yes. So when it comes to doing the brighter custom wear underneath slightly darker textures or way darker textures, the contrast can usually, from what I've seen, be way too high to where it just makes it way too noisy and bright. You get close enough where the brightness difference between the overlying textures and the underlying textures is just low enough to where you can kind of get away with it. And it's not like a tacky color or a gaudy color, it's just silver. So, not bad. How would I complain loudly to Valve? Every way I could. Make videos, you know, fucking send them emails, comments on Steam, and any and all ways you can make noise, man. Videos, tweets, just whatever. And the problem, in general, is that we just don't have enough discourse surrounding the game's problems. There's practically none. The only conversations that I see, generally, talking about the game's problems are those usually centered around what I say, or the videos or the videos that I post, what have you. And people kind of parroting and taking those things along. It's like, we just need more people expressing whatever grievances they have with Valve in any way that they can. That's super important, and not enough people are doing that. When so many people clearly have problems with so many things that Valve mishandles in TF2, and you almost see no one speaking about it. It's like, it would just benefit everyone if more people did. So, anyway. Skin's fine. It's not bad. It's clean. The vanilla version, not the vanilla version, but the wireless version is pretty clean. I don't know about the pink. Pink's okay. People won't complain about a problem unless it's been going over 5 years and a notorious enough YouTuber says, yo, this kind of sucks. Yeah, you need a community sanctioned YouTuber in order to properly complain about anything. You got to get a YouTuber to start a movement, otherwise nothing is going to change, which is kind of a fucking shame. It's like you shouldn't have to do that. It shouldn't have taken 8 years for Valve to do something about the bots, right? It's because no one fucking complained. No one was saying anything. And only when YouTubers said, maybe we should say something, then people started going, yeah, it is actually a bad thing. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with us? Seriously? Like, we just tolerated that bullshit for so long, and it's still here, by the way. It's like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. How are people complacent in general with how Valve treats this game? I don't get it. It's been this way for years. Made a whole hour stream as to why I stopped playing, and it's clear that the community overall ignores it and treats you like a villain. Well, I mean, because there's so many pathways you can take about this. Like when you complain about Valve or anything Valve does, like Valve has this ironclad reputation where if you even attempt to criticize them for something that they mishandle or something, anything that could be remotely construed as negative, you're going to have so many people coming out of the woodwork and practically bullying you into submission or silence going, well, that's how they sound because they're incoherent animals. But they'll attack you and say all manner of horrible shit about you because Valve can do no wrong. It's their favorite company. They made Half-Life 25 years ago. All that other bullshit. And they're usually cry bullies. This isn't exclusive to Valve. You know, it happens with Nintendo. It happens with all these other companies. It's like, it happens everywhere. So, it's just stupid. Don't let these people bully you out of meaningful discourse. It's ridiculous. The Warpaint's okay. I think the underlying custom wear is a lot better than the other one we got. The Ghoul Blaster with the bright green underneath it. This is, a bit more tasteful than that, so I think this is fine. I think it'd be okay seeing this in game. It's alright. It's decent. What happened to Gold Rush? You mean the mod TF2 Gold Rush? I don't know why people were expecting for this mod to, like, consistently maintain thousands of players. It's a fucking mod. Just like every other mod that TF2 has, it's going to release, people are going to get excited, they're going to play it for a bit, and then they're going to fuck off and go back to the normal game. That is going to happen with every single mod that gets put on Steam. You're going to have the launch, people are going to get excited, it's going to get a bunch of players, and then it's going to taper off to, an idle amount of a lower idle amount of players, when fucking TF2 Classic comes out, when Open Fortress comes out, the same shit's gonna happen. You're gonna get like 2,000 people like, oh my god, TF2 Classic is here, and then it's gonna maintain like 100 people. It's like that, it's already doing that. Like, people know that TF2 Classic exists, right? It being on Steam is just gonna make it a little bit more convenient to play, but that doesn't mean people are going to stay. It's a mod. It's gonna happen with all of them. Of course, there's gonna be differences in the number of players, like fucking, Classic has 50 more players than Gold Rush, therefore it kicked its ass. Oh my god, Gold Rush is dead because Open Fortress has 25 more. Like, we're gonna be fucking nitpicking tens of players, right? We're gonna be like arguing differences of hundreds of players between these mods, just so we can have some symbolic winner of whatever the best mod is, as if though it's some indication that the mods that have fewer players are somehow worse. It's like, that's gonna be a shit show of a discourse whenever these other mods come out on Steam. It's like, oh my god, TF Open Fortress 39 has 12 more players than Gold Rush. Gold Rush lost, epic fail. They did a terrible job because this mod has 12 more players. Oh my god, it's a fucking headache. People are like already doing that before these other mods come out on Steam. God. There's dozens of us, literally dozens of us. Anyway, that's gonna be a shit show when that happens. Executive Enigma. The coat's okay. I like the coat. The coat's good. I think the hair is really bad. It just looks... it's too geometric. I understand that it's like, oh, it's meant to be a reference, but it's just, it doesn't look right. Medic, but he's G-Man. Cool. Great. Doesn't look that good. The hair kind of sucks. The coat's okay, but meh. Excuse me. That was violent, goddamn. But it's I don't know. The hair doesn't. It looks like the yellow toothpaste hair, right? It looks like the yellow toothpaste hair that we have. I forget the name of it. Kind of looks like that because it just sticks off the head like a slab of clay. But the coat's fine. I think the coat's good. I'm a fan of the coat. Colors are good. Modeling works okay. I don't think you needed the extra like stripes and details here. If this was just a solid color, it'd be fine. But the coat's decent. I think the hair is mediocre. Sleazeballs Strut. This is from 2018. Goddamn. Is it just him walking and dancing? Just gonna move on. Not a taunt. Top Fragger, seen this one before. And for a Halloween set, sure. Starry, you here, buddy? Starry, you here? Starry, where are you? Buddy. Starry. We got some skins for you, man. They got some skins for you, bud. Get out here. If you're listening, we found the skins for you. I know what that is. Okay, I commend the effort. I really do. I commend the effort, all right? I truly, truly do. Was that necessary? Did you really need that in the fucking promo images? Did you have to push it that far? Oh god, that's nasty, you disgusting creature. What is wrong with you? Oh my god. I have to favorite this. I do. I have to favorite this, and I have to vote yes. It's never getting in the game, but I just can't ignore the amount of soul poured into this fucking set of skins. Oh my god. Holy shit. That is amazing. If you were gonna weaponize your audience for something, this is it. I'm not gonna weaponize my audience for these things to get in the game, dude. Oh, okay, yeah, and they even do the fucking hello every- I have not seen a single second of an episode of My Little Pony. I know nothing about the show. All I know is that these fucking horses go hand in hand with TF2 like Toho does. I don't know why. There's no explanation for this. It just does. Ever since I started playing this game, they're fucking everywhere. Bronies are everywhere. They persist somehow, like a fucking fungus on the side of a tree. They are always there, chilling, hanging out in the forest, absorbing some moisture. They're just always there. I know it's a joke item. I know. Obviously it's a joke item. That's why I'm riffing on it. Come on. Onwards. Der Kriegsmann. Der Kriegsmann. Made this November. Part of a larger set? Nope, just a hat. Sure, it's serviceable. It's, you know, it's just an okay hat. It's just an okay hat. It's fine. I like it. It's simple. Simple is good. Simple goes a long way for TF2 cosmetics. I think this is okay. Reminds me of the Medic's Mountain Cap, and I fucking love the Medic's Mountain Cap, and you know what? I like this too. It's not bad. I say yes. Decent. Decent. Retro reflective? Oh, it's a skin. Okay, I was like, what the fuck is this? So it's based on hazard vests, obviously. Almost there. It's almost there. It's good, but it could be better. So the thing that is kind of rubbing me the wrong way is the vibrance of the stripes. I think you nailed the colors. I just think you need a little something in there to kind of break it up and kind of make it blend with the galvanized sheet metal and then whatever this texture is meant to be. I think what you could do, something that Fantac does a lot, is he adds a little bit of extra dinge to it to kind of, not to make it look dirty, but make it look used, a little bit faded. I think that would really help us out a lot because it looks like you have a life preserver on a sheet of metal and it's kind of close. And oh, I don't like the red. Ugh. The red and the orange don't look that good together. I think this would be a lot better if you just stuck with neutral grays. If you stuck with neutral grays, on this, and you kept the same orange and the yellow, you ditch the team color red, that's already a little bit better, because the red just does not look very good with the orange. And I think you need to just wash out the yellow a little bit. Something that's not so bright. I think it's really all you need to do. Because the textures are good. The designs on the textures are good. The patterns are good. The general choice of colors is really good, except for this, you know, kind of pinkish hue metal. So this is just like slightly, if this was just grays and not tinged blue, and it was with this yellow or orange, that would look a lot better in my opinion. Team colored metal is good on its own. Yeah, like if this was not part of this war paint, the team colored metal is good. So you can like keep these colors for something else. But the combination of the team colored metal and then the separate team colored hazard stripes, that's where you have too many things meshing together and they don't agree really well, especially the orange and the red. Blue and yellow, not a bad combo. Red and orange, this washed out almost brownish orange is just not very good. I think you should stick to neutral gray tones for the sheet metal on this concept anyway, and then stick with the orange and yellow and just wash out the orange and yellow just by a smidge. And then you're good. Also, my music ended. Hold on. I gotta find something else. Give me... Oh my god. Cozy Lo-Fi Study Summer Cozy Lo-Fi Vibes for Calm Focus. AI generated music? Oh my god. No way. No, we're not listening to that. We're gonna listen to more Nintendo music because we like Nintendo music in this house. Almost good. Needs a little bit more work. A little bit of tweaking on the colors is all you need, man. It's almost there. Almost there. French coat. It's I'm assuming this is the fucking coat the spy was wearing in the comic. So, comic reference. Did they execute this well? Yeah, sure. It's fine. Paintable shirt, that's fine. Yeah, it's not bad. It's decent. The buttons look off. I think the buttons are fine. Buttons are fine. Trim seems okay. It kind of suffers from the same problem that other spy coats do whenever you extend it below his buttocks. It kind of looks like he has really short, stubby legs kind of falling out from a trumpet flower, which doesn't really look all that great. That's like the only thing I don't like is when you extend spy coats all the way down. But other than that, it's okay. It's totally fine as a spy coat. I got no problems with this. It's decent. It's just okay. I'm tired of spy coats. We need something else. I mean, I think Are we all tired of getting cosmetics in this game? I think we're just burnt out on getting cosmetics in general. We already have so many good things. We really don't need more. We really don't need more. We already have so much good stuff. And we're just throwing more and more on top of the pile. We have thousands of cosmetics in this game. Hundreds, thousands, so many. You know? And the reason why I do these streams is because if we're going to keep getting them, we should at least be, you know, be willing to vet the quality of what we're going to be accepting into this game, you know, despite it being so far down the line. Like, it's okay to be critical of what Valve puts in the game and what people make for it. But at the same time, we don't need more stuff. TF2 doesn't need more toys to play with. We don't need more hats and skins and usual effects and maps. We stopped needing these things in 2018. We stopped needing these things in 2014. There was already enough toys and skins and shit and weapons and what have you. It's like, it's like, and to what end? So you can play with them for 2 minutes to keep you engaged with the game and then you go away? It's like, Blue Panda made a really good video talking about slop in battle passes, where games keep dumping more toys into the game with each season. It's like, if you need these things to keep me engaging with your game, that's either the sign of a bad game, or my add-on to that, it's just like the sign to stop doing it. Like, the only reason why they're doing it is for money. It's like, you're not doing the players a favor, you're not doing the game any favors. It's like, at a certain point, you gotta stop it. I highly recommend watching Blue Panda's new video about Battle Pass slop, because it's his best one yet, really, in terms of quality and writing. It's fucking amazing. Highly recommend it. But yeah, I share the same sentiment of just like, we have too much. It should have stopped years ago, but if we're gonna keep getting it, at least make it good. That's why I do these streams. So the code's okay. It's serviceable. Vintage Gunsmith. Have I seen this before? It's another Fantac Warpaint. No, I've not seen this before. Vintage Gunsmith. Is this team colored? It's not. Okay. So, you have an... that's the thing with this embossed metal engraving thing. It's so hard to get right, and I think you fell short. It's such a shame, because the colors and other textures are so good. It's hard to make this look right. I'm trying to think of any other example we have of an engraving or a pressed metal texture that nails it perfectly. It's so close, but it's not quite there. The problem whenever you do these kinds of beveled edges on any texture in Team Fortress 2 is that it no longer looks painted. Every texture in TF2 is meant to look like a painting, and when you add these really fine three-dimensional seams across anything, it's just gonna look really weird. And it's so fucking close, but it bugs me, man. It bugs me. It's so close to being good on this bevel texture, man. It's like the lines are too fine. I mean, do you even need the pattern on this? You don't even need the fucking pattern on this. If it was just the solid sheet metal, that's clean. Solid sheet metal on this, maybe a few, specks of dinge or tarnish somewhere, that would have been good too. I think the pattern is really not doing this any favors. I'm trying to think, I'm digging in my brain for an example of a war paint I've seen before that handles these beveled edges really, really well. Aiden did a few war paints that got pretty close. Let me see if I can I search for a specific creator? I don't know if I can. No, I can't. I think it was Wild Rose, something like that. Oh, I'm looking at maps, I'm stupid. Items. Wild Rose or something like that. Wicked Rose, that's it. So there was an iteration of one of these war paints of his that got pretty fucking close, man. I wonder if I can find it. Can I find it? Because he did a really solid job on doing it. I'm gonna find it. This was another one that wasn't too bad. This one, you see, this also seems to, it doesn't have as dark of an outline around the beveled edge. It doesn't have as dark of an outline around the beveled edge. So yeah, like the way the Ambi does it and the way like some of the top shelf skins do it is it's not part of the texture itself. It's like, it's something that plays with the lighting. I don't know exactly what they call it, but it's not like baked into the texture itself. So it's just, this was close. It was so close. It's just getting that pressed metal bevel, whatever you call it, thing looking right. It's not quite there. What is... What? Can someone explain what this is supposed to represent? What is this hat? I don't know what this is. Like, what is this based on? I've never seen a hat like this before in my life. Who? Is this referencing something? I genuinely have no idea. The Sami people. I don't know what that is. Native American? Well, sure. Native Swiss people? Norwegian natives? I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Yeah, the hat is strange. And the overall concept doesn't really fit Soldier at all. It looks bizarre. I mean, the items are well made. Like, the modeling and texture work is good. That's commendable. But it doesn't really fit the Soldier at all. It looks really out of place and kind of ugly. Like, why is this paintable like that? It just doesn't look good at all. Like, it's again, it's well made. I just don't think it's a pretty severe misfit on Soldier. It just doesn't look very good. I don't think anyone knows what this is based on. The Sami are one of the native ethnic groups in Norway. Sami, Norway. Oh. Okay, I see the hat, kind of? I'm seeing the hat. So I'm not really seeing any, like, the zigzags, though. It's kind of close to it? I don't know, man. I don't know. Finland, Norway, I'm not... And also, yeah, why on Soldier? I just... It's I guess it's a cool nod. Maybe this guy lives in, you know, the country of wherever these people are from, but it's just... It doesn't look very good in TF2. Doesn't look very good in TF2. The All-Fro. No, we don't. It looks like Scout looks like a member of the Bee Gees. I don't want an all-class fro. Demo Man should be the only one with a fro, and leave it at that. I don't want anyone that look like Bee Gees members. Barry Gibbs is in my ear right now. Help me, God. Or Bob Ross, but like just no. We don't need an all-class fro. Demo Man's is good enough. Demo Man's is good enough. We don't need it. I just vote no. I'm gonna move on. I'm moving on to the next one. The Cold Coat. You're doing the same shit. I know I've seen this one before. Yep, I have. Bad. I don't need to tell you why this is bad. It should be fairly evident why this is bad. I don't need to say anything. What team is this? If you're looking at this from behind, he's just brown. Good luck. So no. Snowpiercer. Please tell me there's a style without stripes, because I don't like the stripes. I don't like the stripes. I really don't. I don't like the stripes at all. And the stripes are paintable. I like the helmet. The helmet looks really good. Helmet goggles combo is really nice, but I don't like the stripes. The coat's okay. The coat's fine. It's a little edgy. Not edgy isn't like edgy, but it looks like a little sharp on the edges in terms of its geometry. The coat's okay, but I would have loved a style without the stripes. Why'd you add the stripes? They feel very unnecessary. Maybe even just like a single stripe down the middle, it looks oddly retro futuristic, and I don't know if that's what they were going for here. Yeah, the helmet is beautifully passable without the stripes in the middle. I like the symbols on the side. You could have just kept the symbols on the side and just made it like the soldier emblem or something. That would have looked nice, or a unique emblem of some kind. But the stripes are. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. You can paint it a bunch of different colors. I just think it would be better without the stripes. That's just me. Just gonna ignore that one. What is this, dude? Oh, man. Okay. Well. Pyro's eyes have good ventilation now. Is this part of a larger set? It is, I suppose. Brigade Command. Okay, so we have the hat, the eyes. We'll look at the hat individually. The hat's okay. The hat's not bad. That's serviceable. You have, you know what? This is something we don't see a lot of anymore. We don't see a lot of interesting backpack replacements for Pyro. Have y'all noticed that? There seems to be like a significant lack of interesting backpack replacements for Pyro. There are so many different ways you can make a canister and put it on Pyro's back without turning it into like a lava lamp or something. This is not bad. I like the backpack. It's not bad. Oh, this is like a full-ass weapon set. Okay, here we go. It's not bad. It's not bad. They fall short on the level of detail. It's a little bit too high for what a TF2 weapon model should be. I feel like with some simplification, like removing some of the strip metal and a few of the extra the divots and ridges, I think it's pretty solid. Like the tip is good. Keep the nozzle on the front. Shed a few of the details and the extra rivets, and I think it's pretty close to like what a good TF2 weapon would look like. It's not bad. It's very well made. Like all of these are very clearly well made. Another kind of modified TF2 shotgun, which is what a lot of things kind of play off of. So you see the elements of the slide and the ejector, I guess is what you call it, and the stock. That all seems okay. The stuff they added onto it, it's not horrible. I just don't know. It's better than the flamethrower in terms of the level of detail. Yeah, the ring, the front of the barrel does look a little bit odd. I will say that. It's not terrible. Then you have the melee. Reinforced regulator. Also not too terrible. I think you could do without the extra rivets and the stitching and things like that. I mean, again, it's all very, very well made. I just think the level of detail is not super appropriate for a TF2 weapon. Not like Valve's ever going to add things like this ever again, but it'd be cool if they did. They won't. But yeah, it's cool. What else has this guy made? This guy is like, you've made a few things. This guy's making stuff. It's not bad. It's not a bad set. Not a bad set at all. Keep it up, man. Keep it going. I just think the eyes are a little goofy. Sports flannel? This is ancient. I can just tell by looking at it. 2013. Holy moly. I mean, hey, sure. That's not bad. It's a subtle plaid pattern on the Scout. Sure. I think this is okay. I'm not a fan of plaid. I maybe like for PJs, but I'm not a big plaid guy. I'm a big solids guy, or like, you know, this is like a workout tank top, but I usually wear solid colored shirts. I'm not big on patterns. This is ancient, 2013. The modeling work leaves a little bit of something to be desired, but sure. Someone do this again, but freshen it up a little bit. Give Scout a plaid shirt, but freshen it up. Give us like a revitalized version of this for a modern addition to Team Fortress 2. If the people who made this are listening, give it another go, because something simple like this is, you know, probably preferable. All right, we'll do a couple more because I've hit the 2-hour mark. I think I've seen this floating around. I'm pretty sure I've seen this floating around. Taunt your mother. Yeah, I saw this one before. It's... Meh. It's... Yeah, I agree it's too niche. It's like, oh, it's only kind of like contextually fitting with Scout. It's not horrible. That's just meh. It's okay. I could take it or leave it. At least it's kind of a taunt. At least it is a taunt. Ugh, the teeth are terrifying. Oh my god. Ugh. That's a horror movie creature. Holy cannoli, that is terrifying. Badlands 500. This kind of looks like a toy. Just a little bit. Kind of looks like a toy. What could you do here? Yeah, it's a little much. So, all of your textures are really flat, this would really, really benefit from some kind of texture or pattern. I think the base red and blue you use here are a little too saturated. You could tone this down, or maybe, actually better yet, maybe change the order of the textures around, because I think the super saturated element should be the minor stuff, and then the major stuff should be the more washed out colors. I think that'd be a better balance, because this is just really, really in your face. Second, you need something to break this up. You need some kind of repeating pattern on here, be it like metal tiles, or make the painterly pattern more emphasized. Like if you go back in the stream and look at some of the skins made by Fantac, he really makes the painterly like little squares really stick out, so it breaks up textures, so it doesn't look like an untextured and single color weapon model. That goes a really, really long way in not only kind of grounding it in TF2 style by making it look more like a painting, but also just breaking it up and not just like this big pop of like blue, like this is fucking red in your face. It takes it apart and makes it more pleasing to the eye. Yeah, I would do that first on these. The gray is fine. Gray is, you know, you can work with it in a million different ways. Yeah, you just really, really need something to break this up. And I think play around with your bases a little bit and your textures a little bit. Or not the textures, but the order of your textures to make the saturated element the accent note, and then the more washed out metal colors, have that be your primary, and then your secondary can still be your dark gray. And then add something in there to break it up a little bit, and I think you'll have something a lot more competent. It's on its way. It's on its way. You just need a little bit more work put into it, and you'll have something that's like really, really good. It's getting there. It's getting there. Groundkeepers to Groot. Have I seen this one before? I've said this for like everything people have sent me. Have I seen this one before? Probably. Please don't forget to look at my post too. Your post? Where? Where's your post? I don't know. Let's see. We have a not so bad hat. The hat is plenty serviceable. The facial hairs also does not look like clay. Not so egregiously anyways. The hair, facial hair is decent. Hat and facial hair are fine. How about the vest? Trailblazer. I feel like I've seen this on stream before. It's a pretty old set. Yeah, also are the colors off? It looks like the colors are off. That's kind of throwing me through a loop a little bit, but look at the pants next to it. Maybe a little bit? It's hard to tell. Yeah, the coat's okay. It's not bad. I like the hat and the facial hair the most. I feel like whenever you want to do like a custom coat for Demo Man, you have to model over his existing bomb vest. So it just looks like it's made of cardboard. It's like it looks like they kind of stapled on fabric to the front of his blast vest. And I just never, ever like how that looks. It always looks, it looks like a mascot walking around a football game or something. I've yet to see anyone really get like you put it under his blast vest, that looks good, but over it just looks kind of cheesy. But the hat and the mustache are totally fine, but the coat, I just never think that looks good. Again, it looks like cardboard. Okay, that's a little over 2 hours. I'm gonna end it there because we have to move on to the Smissmas bingo. So those of you on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna cut it there. So goodbye.